The plot for Digimon Adventure is finally coming together, and it is finally piecing together the pieces for the reveal of the final villain in the form of Millenniummon. This was pretty interesting but weird at the same time in my opinion. So hello and welcome to WhyZ, my name is Soham and today we are going to talk about Digimon Adventure Reboot Series 2020 episode number 33. But before that, if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to our channel since I do weekly anime and manga related content. With that being said, let's begin the video. And just a quick note, I'm really sorry for last week. I was not able to make the review episode for episode 32. I'm really sorry for that. But anyway, let's move on and head over to episode 33. Now, in a way, this episode was quite predictable in my opinion because a lot of us had already predicted the fact that Tailmon was probably captured by Skull Knightmon and it was probably being kept in the shackles of Millenniummon, just like the case happened with Gatomon as well. And that is somewhat true in this particular episode as we finally get to see the rescue of Hikari from Dark Knightmon. Because yes, Skull Knightmon goes on to Dark Digivolve into Dark Knightmon. But at the same time, I think there are some pretty weird stuff that is going on in this particular episode, especially in regards to the quote-unquote revival of Millenniummon. I was totally not expecting this thing, especially in regards to the creatures, those alien-like creatures. I don't even know if they're Digimon or not, but they are basically like a tribe of creatures who are waiting for the revival of Millenniummon, and this was pretty creepy. It genuinely looked like a scene from some horror science fiction movie, with some ET looking like aliens with large brains. But anyway, the plot here basically focuses on the revival of Millenniummon, and Skull Knightmon is trying to revive him by the usage of these shards, these dark crystals which are spread across the continent, and they are basically like fragments of the original Millenniummon. This was pretty interesting in my opinion, but at the end of the things the plot got quite predictable because we all knew that why Hikari was willingly going towards Skull Knightmon because she was feeling something. She knew that someone was calling her, and of course that was none other than Tailmon. Tailmon was somehow captured within the core of Millenniummon or Dark Knightmon, and Hikari basically goes into the darkness in order to save her Digimon partner, and that was the main thing or main theme of this particular episode. Of course, there are some pretty interesting fight scenes that are going on here, and I was not expecting one particular move by Dark Knightmon, which was pretty cool to see. And in the end, Taichi, Sora and Takeru combined their forces in order to rescue Hikari as well as Tailmon. But one particular thing which really irked me here was the inconsistency in height in regards to Wargreymon. This used to irk me a lot in the original series as well, and this is happening here once again. Because the height here was totally inconsistent once again. And it kind of gets annoying after a certain point. But anyway, this was an overall decent episode despite being pretty predictable because there are some good action scenes here and there as well as good animation. But one thing which I'm really missing here is Extreme Battle. That particular OST was one of my favorite OST from this particular series and I'm really missing it. I mean, the new one is not bad, but Extreme Battle was just that good. Now here the revival of Millenniummon was obviously halted, but it's pretty certain that he will eventually rise once again towards the finale of this particular series. How? That's a different topic of discussion, but this episode raises one particular question, one huge question, and that is in regards to the identity of a particular thing called Faga. I have absolutely no idea what this thing is all about, but those brain-like alien creatures were constantly talking about Faga and I have no idea what this thing is. If any one of you have any idea about this particular thing, then please let me know in the comment section below. And along with all of that, the plot of the International Space Station also continues. Now I have absolutely no idea which new Digimon will appear there, but things are looking pretty interesting in my opinion. So this is it for today guys, thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel for more. This is WhyZ and I'll see you soon in the next video.